It's Nolan. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope y'all are having a good day. Hope things are going your way. If not, hopefully by the end of this video, we'll be able to bring you some joy, some laughter, some good news, and just positive vibes. We're going to get into some negative vibes too, but hopefully y'all take that in jest with some humor as well. But yeah, that's where we at right now. To start the show, I want to go ahead and give some shout outs. I want to give a big shout out to Candice. I want to give a big shout out to Miss Elaine and also to Miss Erin. Shout out to the contributions to the channel. I appreciate the cash apps. I appreciate the super chats, and I also appreciate Aaron for copping that Southside Nolan off the Real J Nolan website. So shout out to all of y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and play a little snippet of Lotto for y'all just to give y'all tribute and y'all appreciation. You know, sometimes I forget to play it, but I try to catch up. So let's get to it real quick, and then we're gonna progress with the show. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, say ooh, ooh, yeah. Hey.
When I done came up out the bottom,
say ooh, ooh, yeah.
got fresh like I just hit the lotto.
Say ooh, ooh, yeah.
They say money can't fix all your problems.
Ooh, ooh, yeah. Well, I say,
throw it
hey,
in my
hey,
wallet.
hey.
When I done came up out the bottom,
What?
Ooh, yeah.
Got fresh
Like I
like,
just hit the lotto.
yeah. They say,
money can't fix all your problems.
huh?
Ooh, yeah.
What I say?
Throw it in my wallet.
Yeah, I greatly appreciate y'all. Much love and respect. And big shout out to all of the new members on the channel as well. Like, I guess I should give y'all love and respect too. You know, y'all done came through and did y'all mother effing big one over here. So I want to give everybody they love, and we're going to keep it moving. All right. So big shout out to Miss Diva. Big shout out to Crystal, Courtney, KP Lovely, Beaky, JD, Shake T, Patrice, Schwartz, and Samuel. I greatly appreciate y'all membership. You know, this stuff ain't easy for me to do, but when y'all show up and show out, it makes it a lot more easy for me to show up. It makes me encouraged to get on here, motivates me to keep going. And I greatly appreciate y'all and want y'all to feel that. All right. Now, today's show, we're going to be talking about the ladies. We've been talking a lot about Kendrick, Drake, Mustard, all them folks, you know what I'm saying? But I want to make sure all my ladies out there, those that tune in for the female rap conversations, don't feel like we've isolated y'all, ostracized y'all, or keeping y'all out the loop. So we're going to go over what they got going on. And yeah, we're going to keep this thing rolling. So first up, the album everybody's waiting on, everybody's talking about, everybody's anticipating, right? Megan Thee Stallion, self-titled Megan. She came out a little bit earlier and went live and decided to answer some questions and give the people a little bit of details about what to expect from the album. As y'all know, it will officially be out this week on Friday. So I already know all the hotties, all the stallions, you know what I'm saying, gonna be going crazy. I'm quite sure y'all gonna be right here looking for my reaction or my synopsis of the album. And I'm gonna be right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to take a little time to digest it before I speak on it. But yeah, but here's Megan talking about some of the things that we can expect from the forthcoming release, which I really appreciated her coming out and doing this, because a lot of artists don't really do this stuff no more. They don't really give you them little nuggets, them little uhs. So let's see what she's saying.
Hotties, are y'all excited for my album?
Yes.
Who is that?
Airshot, we on live.
Y'all, it's about to be fire. She haven't even let me hear everything yet. That's how I know it's cold.
I'll let you hear a lot of stuff.
I heard a lot of stuff. I got my favorites.
They know the titles. Well, they know the new titles. So a lot of the songs on the album is called something else, or they used to be called something else.
What you can change some shit up?
We had to change the name so it could fit the storyline.
Got
so
you.
it could fit the theme.
Got you.
Yeah. What else? There is a feature that is not on the track list that is on the album.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about this one.
No, you hear this one. That's so crazy.
That is nuts.
That is actually nuts.
I want to be surprised. I love a good
What
surprise.
else? Because if they on your line, they can get some secrets. So there is a feature that y'all don't see. what else can I say? There was a feature that I had on there, but they asked me to wait to drop the song.
I think I know about that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They asked me to hold it.
Okay.
And I said, okay.
Excited about that one.
I'm excited about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to come out in another part.
Right.
All
y'all asses.
Oh, y'all motherfucking ass. How many videos? Okay, so this, boom, y'all ready for this? I don't want to drop no videos on the first week or two of the album because I want y'all to listen to the music. Like, I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. I want y'all to get into it. And then I'll naturally want to see what y'all like. Because I know what I like. But I feel like I need to just see what the hotties talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What else they asking? What's your favorite song on the album?
I have favorites every fucking day. I would say today my favorite is me and Victoria's song.
It's good.
It's good.
It's very sexy. Very sexy.
It's very, very sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it make you definitely want to start rolling.
Right. I was looking like.
Thinking about the beginning of the song.
Mm-hmm.
Had to clutch my pearls, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I can't wait to put visuals for that. That's their fire.
Yeah. Because you know my bitch could dance, so bitch, I'm going to have to go get in that damn rehearsal.
Okay.
And get the boom cacking.
Is there any singing on there? But yeah, we just have Victoria out there singing. What else y'all want to know? It's big, a hard track.
If I feel like, if you know me, you know how I drop my songs on my album. Like, you know them first three finna slap you back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Hardest song to write? I would say probably the Moody Girl song.
I don't feel like I heard that one.
No.
No, I didn't hear that one.
Hold on. Anthony's Live, my little friend still calling me.
All right, bye, y'all.
All right, so y'all heard it there from Megan. Give some details, some hidden features. Sound like it might have been about 2 hidden features on that motherfucker, man. I don't know. She say it's one, but homeboy said he heard one. And then there was another one that he ain't heard. So that sound like 2 hidden features on the album. One that we might not even get when it drops this Friday because she said it's going to be another something. So maybe the deluxe. Maybe that's where we see this other feature. People are online speculating about who the artist could be. Some people say Beyonce. Some people are really hoping, praying, wishing on a star that it be Kendrick Lamar. Personally, I would like to see it, but I don't know if he was in that mode at the same time when Megan was in the studio putting this together. But, folks can dream. I personally believe one of those features is probably going to be Jay-Z. She's been with The Rock. To my knowledge, they haven't worked on anything musical together. You know what I'm saying? So I could see a whole feature coming. It's been long overdue. That's all the speculation I got. Some people want to see Cardi. Some people are curious if it could be a Doja. But I don't know who would have the power to wield and be like, I want to keep it a secret. Don't put me on the track listing. It has to be somebody of super importance in order to be able to, put that on the table. So I'm curious to see who it is. I could be completely wrong with all the speculation. You feel me? We're just going to have to find out. She talks about the Victoria Monet feature. She says that is going to be a sexy record. Sounds like there may be a video in the works talking about choreography and all of this type of stuff. I'm actually very interested to hear what that sounds like. And now that she's talking about visuals, I'm pretty eager to see what that looks like. Megan's known for having good visuals. Victoria's known for having good visuals. The last joint she dropped was superb. So that would do a number. She talks about not wanting to put any visuals out for the first couple weeks and just let people digest the music, really listen to it, dig into the music, understand where she's going with it before putting out more visuals. I mean, she's already got a couple out that predate the album. So, you know, she wants to find out what the people are feeling, see what the culture's feeling, make sure that, because she probably has a video or two already in the stash, but you want to make sure that what you already did is in alignment with what the fans are looking for, you know what I'm saying? Or they have to be kind of pushed back or navigated to be like, how do we do this now that the people are requesting visuals for these other ones that we didn't expect? So that's going to be interesting. Is there anything else she spoke on that I am missing here? She talked about the Moody Girl song was the hardest to write. We'll have to see what that's hitting on. I think somebody asked if she had some more bangers, hard hitting joints. She says, y'all know how I put my stuff together. The first three, we smashing on you. So we already know she's coming in with hits on the top. So the top of the album is going to be aggressive. And then I guess it's going to be a roller coaster from there. I'm interested in hearing it. I'm ready for it. You know, we've been talking about Megan all year, ever since, ever since Cobra drops. That this whole new era for me, I've been interested in. I've been tuned in because I'm like, I see a musical evolution happening before our eyes. Some people didn't appreciate Cobra as much as I think they probably could or should have, right? But when I saw that and heard that track, that beat selection and the subject matter of that record, I said, oh, okay. So we're taking Traumazine vibes and pushing it forward, you know what I mean? Which is what I was actually looking for on that album. You know, I've talked about not really liking it. Y'all don't really like when I say it, but I just felt like it was safe. It was like talking about depression. It was talking about, but it was very surface level. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like she was really taking it there in my ears. When I heard Cobra, I said, yeah, she's getting to it, and she's choosing the right production to really get you in that space. That's just me. Loved Hiss. Boa wasn't my favorite, but the beat is still fire, and it kind of grows on you over time. I'm sure it'll sound good in the you know, the sequencing of the album. It is kind of midway through there, so it's definitely like another chapter opener, almost like an intro or an interlude, I believe. So that's what we've got from Megan. Got some things to look forward to, new vibes, new music, body of work. That's what I really like to dig into, is people's bodies of work, to see where their headspace is, see where their pen game is. That's what interests me. And it's not a lot of album artists out there right now, especially in hip hop, that could give you those bodies of work that make you actually want to sit down, shut the fuck up, and listen. So I'm excited for that. I know y'all have been waiting on me to talk about Glorilla, TGIF. I'm glad that the visual dropped, because when the song came out, I did speak on it. I said it's not my favorite. I'm still on Yeah Glow. But seeing the video and the energy and the vibes and the dancing and just the how could I say it, unadulterated good times, the unfiltered nature of the video, I fuck with it. It definitely gave me another perspective, which is what I was asking for the other day. I said she probably should have put this out with a visual. We have it. I'm also here for Glorilla's Glow Up. You feel me? For a minute, I was like, I don't know about this. They trying to really push this sexy glow, and I wasn't too sure if it was the right time to push her in that direction. I felt like she still had a little bit more mileage on her rugged shit, but she looks good in the video. She's been looking good on the tour. I know somebody a while back heard me say that she looked more interesting than somebody else. I don't think she's ugly at all, but I like how they're putting her together, and she's putting herself together. Let me say that. I don't want to make it seem like somebody's responsible for her look, you know, but her glow up is dope. I believe this record is from a forthcoming mixtape. She already has one out this year, but I think she's dropping another one pretty soon. I'm excited to hear what that's hitting on as well. Again, bodies of work. I don't necessarily look at Glorilla as an album artist, but putting it in a mixtape format, it kind of relieves a little bit of the pressure, kind of relieves a little bit of the expectations, and hopefully she can exceed all of that going into whatever the official album might be. She may take her favorite or the most successful records off of both projects, put those on the album, and then package them with some new records. I don't know. That would be smart, but we'll see how they put this thing together. Kind of like how certain artists will just put like out different EPs. I remember Miguel did that shit. He put out like 3-4 EPs through the course of the year and then took like all of those and turned them into an album or something like that. I remember they used to do that. Call it like the waterfall technique or some shit, but we'll see. I don't have a lot to say because it's not like the song is like super lyrical, anything to break down, but they had a great time. It was well shot, great camera quality. A lot of ass shaking, as y'all would assume from anything Glorilla related. And I'm happy for her. I didn't know if she was gonna even still be here at this point. I didn't know if she was gonna be a long-term longevity style of artist, but she's still here. She's redeeming herself. That cha-cha shit went left, and she's back on the right path. So I really don't have any like tough critique for Glow on that, you know? Moving forward with the show. An artist that has been highly critiqued, not only by me, but just the culture in general, is Ice Spice. I don't want to turn this into like a Ice Spice hate party or anything like that, because, you know, you gotta be careful. And when I say you, I mean me and just content creators in general. When you speak on the bad about people, you also got to speak about the good. But right now, I don't see what is good going on in her situation. And I guess Azealia Banks seems to agree with me. Now, I've been very vocal about the fact that Azealia Banks is the broken clock, the broken, you know what I mean? The broken clock of hip hop. I don't want to make it seem like we're in agreement on much. But again, every now and then she says some shit that I can kind of, I see where she's coming from. She's been having some critiques of Ice Spice, and she's been saying that this whole Y2K era and Y2K album that she's putting out doesn't seem to be aligning with the actual Y2K aesthetic. I fully agree with her. Today, she's elaborated some more on exactly what she means, right? So Ice Spice put out like I don't know if this was a video shoot, photo shoot, or whatever type of shoot that she was conducting, but apparently the record was playing, you know, the Fat Butt joint where she's rapping like Nicki or assimilating into the Nicki flow. And Azealia threw it in her story and had a few critiques that she wanted to get off her motherfucking chest. Let's get into it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put this in here just so y'all, I'm not gonna play it because it has that song. The song's copyrighted, but I'm gonna just add it to the screen so y'all can see what's going on here. So this is Ice. You know, yeah, you can see the photo, the camera's flashing and whatnot. She's doing her typical stuff. Nothing new, nothing groundbreaking. But the whole point of it is to catch what Azealia had to say, right? So let's get into exactly that. Azealia says, somebody needs to tell Ice Spice absolutely nothing about this aesthetically, performance-wise, production-wise is Y2K at all. This is like VIM, early Nicki Minaj pack weave shit. Wow. Wow. Not talking about her weave. That's fucked up. She says we need a new hair color. So Azalea's not the only, I guess I'm not the only person that's kind of over the orange. She says we need a new hair color and a new facial expression. She says, Ice, I love you down, but you should put the heart button. Drop David LaChapelle and redo this. Big butts and BBL bodies are the antithesis of Y2K. Now that part I don't really like. Okay. Now BBLs definitely are post-dated when it comes to Y2K. So I can agree with that. But to say big butts are the antithesis of Y2K, you're entering anti-black territory. Not antithesis, not antithetic. We're talking about anti-black. Because big butts have always been a part of our heritage and culture, our DNA, since the beginning of fucking time. It don't matter what year. It doesn't matter what aesthetic. Some women are just built that way. Ice Spice, to my knowledge, she doesn't have any enhancements. Now, if it comes out that she does, that is what it is. But I haven't heard anything about that. Her nemesis Lotto has admitted to that, but we haven't heard of Ice Spice going and getting anything done. She came onto the scene as who she was, and that's what it is. So to say big butts are the antithesis of Y2K, like, it really sounds like big butts are the antithesis of you. And I'm not here to body shame you, but it seems you have an issue with her about something you feel insecure about, in my estimation, right? But everything else that she said here, I'm in agreement with. That last line, I'm not okay with. I can't even let that shit roll. I can't let that shit slide. Somebody got to stop this woman. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. She goes on to say more, though. Let's go ahead and get this off the screen. So give me a moment. From there, she says, this is Y2K. All right. Now disregard that this is a, I don't know if she's white or Asian. So I don't know this album cover, but she's using it for the aesthetic. She says, this is Y2K. She comes back, says, this is Y2K. This is an old J-Lo video. And during the Y2K era, you definitely saw a lot of like chrome. The rooms were chrome. The style was chrome, very shiny. Right? She says, this is Y2K, you know, the black with the headphones. Headphones were definitely a big part of Y2K. You go to like Jet Set Radio, shit like that. We used to play those games. Yeah, for sure. She says, this is Y2K, TLC fan mail, right? Everything was matrixy. Everything was about the year 2000, the onset of people getting adapted to the internet, dial-up, broadband. You know what I'm saying? Downloading files, chat rooms, right? Fan mail. People were fucking sending those letters to the artists, and artists was coming out showing love. You know? So I do agree that Ice Spice is doing a poor job of showcasing what Y2K actually is. I believe Azealia went on to expound a little bit more on this as well. So yeah, she went on to say baby fat sidekicks were 2002 and on. She says Y2K specifically is 1997 to 2001. That was the Y2K era. Right? Ice Spice was born in the year 2000. I think she was definitely probably looking at her mom when she was 3, 4 years old, 5 years old, early memories of life, old pictures. She probably saw the baby fat, the the velour suits, the sidekick, the two-way pager, the flip phone, all of those type of things. She probably got a little confused because all of this stuff is before her time. You know, she probably felt like that was what it was. The Beyonce, the, first Beyonce album. What was it? Dangerously in Love or whatever. Probably looking at that era and was like, oh yeah, that's Y2K. You're a little late. But nonetheless, if it's David LaChapelle that's misleading you with this aesthetic, you need to roundhouse his ass. I don't even know if you know how to do a roundhouse, but hire somebody to roundhouse his ass. He did that first album cover for free, put your album title on a motherfucking trash can, and I just haven't been able to get over that shit ever since. Like, I've never seen an artist actually include a trash can on their album cover. Like, nobody wants to be associated with trash. And then in your latest song, you talking about you smoking weed, you smoking a pack that smells like trash cans. That shit is asinine to me. That shit is goddamn disrespectful. You disrespecting yourself. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Something is off here. Nonetheless, I do wish you all success with the album. I'm not going to listen to it, but I don't want you to, you know what I'm saying, just completely fail, lose your job, lose your career, and have to go back to, you know, whatever. So I do wish Ice Spice the best. I'll listen to the album one solid time. Hopefully you got some keeps on there for me. That's my hope for any artist. When I check out your album, I'm not listening to it with the hopes that it's going to be terrible, with the hopes that I'm not going to walk away liking anything. I would love to see 4 or 5 songs from your album enter my playlist, and that would be a huge win for you. Not necessarily that you care for me, for my opinion, but it would be a huge win, you know what I mean? To where I could come on here and actually say, yeah, well, I like 4 or 5 songs off this chick's album. Like, these ones I fuck with. Again, one can dream. Let's keep the show rolling. Next up on the list, we got JT. JT did an interview with Keke Palmer on the This Is Keke Palmer podcast show. And she got to address the relationship with UnWineWithTashaK coming into the game, them going their separate ways. We've already heard UnWineWithTashaK speak on it from her perspective. Keke Palmer asked her, you know, how did y'all find yourselves online going back and forth? How do you feel about it? How do y'all feel about it now? So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull up some audio and, you know, allow JT to express herself about the situation. I think it's only fair, especially since her partner in rhyme or former partner in rhyme has come out and spoken about it. So in the interest of fairness, we're going to let her get to it as well. All right. Y'all bear with me. I'm about to pull these up.
What do you feel like is the biggest difference with just how you came in the game as, you know, with your duo, and then now doing everything, so not everything, because obviously I'm still sure there's a future with City Girls and I want to ask about that, but ultimately right now you're in your solo bag. How has your experience differed? Like, is it sometimes like you look to your left or you look to your right and you're like, where's my girl?
I'm not gonna lie, I be so in my zone and just trying to get to it, and I feel like it's all gonna be beneficial for both of us at the end of the day.
I gotta interject. Short answer, no. She couldn't wait to get away from her. Let me keep this going.
And I feel like being by myself, the thing is that is different is that my opinion is my opinion. It don't have to go through 5 different hands. It's just like I'm telling my label and they like, okay, Miss Mamas, it worked the first 2 times. Because we didn't think that it was going to work them first 2 times. So we going to trust you the 3rd time. And it worked the 3rd time. So it's just like, okay, this she know what she's doing and she know what she's talking about. So I don't think that when I go out and to perform or to do anything, I don't look left or right, baby. I look straight ahead.
So what was going through, for a minute I thought it was like a little publicity stunt, but what was going through your mind when you in Miami was going back and forth and people was trying to pick it up and then y'all immediately closed it out within literally like 30 minutes or less? Like, were you gagged or were you like, I don't care?
From which side? Like from my side?
Just gagged that it was a public thing. Like gagged that, okay, we really online, me and my girl really online going back and forth. I mean, it's not that unusual. Y'all are just popular.
No, I wasn't gagged. I know that it was gonna end up there. It was gonna end up somewhere, but I wasn't gagged. And I was more so hurt than gagged. I would say that. Like, I did not want that to happen. But it's just like when you get to the point of ego and it's like it gets there, you know, you forget to express yourself in a private setting, or you forget to talk like adults because it's both of us getting this attitude of who the f you think you are, you know? And then it's just like it happened and it was stupid and it's done. It's over with and now it's funny to both of us.
You guys
now it's hilarious
really
to both of us. Now it's just a funny thing in time to us. Like, I can't believe you know?
Yeah. You guys handled it really, really well.
I just, like I said, I feel like when we do speak on it and whatever happened, if we ever speak on it, she should be able to tell her side or how she feel, or like, you know, because we both were dead ass wrong. It wasn't no right person in that situation. And I feel like that's just something that we should talk about as adults. Like, because it's a key now. Like, it's very funny. Like, when I think about it, I can't believe it. And she texted me the other day about something, and because I you know me, I always be just, and I was like, oh girl, I forgot. That was the day we was arguing. Like, and I can't believe that we had I was like, girl, okay. Like that was the day we was arguing or whatever. And that's why. But literally it became a laughter in history. Like it's just like something that we both will never forget. And I'm glad it did get out of hand. It was very.
All right. I appreciate that from JT. And just to keep it a buck, sometimes it takes for you to get away from your friend or get away from this family member or whomever it is that's in your life, your circle, you know what I mean? Your cipher. Sometimes y'all gotta go y'all separate directions so that y'all could eventually come back stronger. Love from a distance, support. I want you to win. But during this season, we just not meshing, right? We just not lockstep no more. We not going in the same direction. We still we going to the top, baby. But I gotta go through this door. You gotta go through this door. And we both gonna be faced with obstacles along that way. And when we meet back up, because we're going the same, you know what I'm saying, trajectory. But the path to that destination just doesn't include you or I in that mission at this time. So we could call, we could text, we send email, right? We might even do a collab here and there. You got your album, I might hop on that bit. I got my album, you hop on my shit, send it back. But as far as like this moment, I'm not mad at them going their separate ways. I think it might actually work to both of their benefits if they can really harness, you know, the star power that each of them possess, which is a real thing. I'm not going to say that either one of them don't possess star power. We know that they both have very big personalities. The problem is they both have super big mouths and they have the propensity to put their foot in those motherfucking mouths, right? So if they can learn how to control that, right? Because life is all about being able to compose yourself, keep control, knowing when to goddamn be on fire, and then knowing when and how to put a fire out. So that's my opinion on that. I appreciate Keke Palmer for giving JT the platform to speak on it. And of course, Keke is not going to be messy about it. She spoke on it. She asked the question. She did the right amount of prefacing to make it seem like, you know, this happens all the time between friends, but y'all are popular. So everybody had to see it in real time. But how did you feel? I appreciate JT owning up and saying neither one of us were right in that situation. We both were harboring feelings. We both were in our ego. We both was, you know, feeling ourselves. And being able to move forward, if she got to talk about it, she has the opportunity and the right to speak on how she was feeling, just as I have the same. And it's not something that needs to be rehashed because we're moving forward. I can appreciate that. That's very mature of her. I hope that she really means it, and I hope that it holds true. Because even though it was entertaining to have that shit going on, you know, we went live when this shit was happening and it was tweet after tweet after tweet. And it was entertaining. It was fun. But at the end of the day, these are real people with real feelings, with real lives, with real history. So I'm glad they were able to get that patchwork to go. All right. Before I go, I do want to speak on one more lady out here. And this is where we get into, you know, what they call fan fiction, I guess we could say. There's a page out there called Pop Insider, who is speculating that Doja Cat is now working on a new album, and she's already got a few collabs, specifically with a female singer in the can, but her team is thinking to pull a super deluxe, quote unquote, or a deluxe part 3 of Scarlet, or simply adding new songs, because Doja Cat by herself asked them to do so. They also say, remember, her Coachella documentary was in negotiations for HBO Max, and to be looking for where that may land, because HBO Max is no longer a thing. It's just Max now. They got bought out. They could have canned it. Or she could probably take it to another network or platform. But let's see if she comes out with a super deluxe or a deluxe part 3. You know, we got the Scarlet album. We got the, what was that nigga name? Clawfrio. That was the part 2 deluxe with all new records. If she does a 3-part album with all new songs on each part, that would be that would kind of be monumental, because artists typically don't do that. Artists typically put the same ass album out, add 2 extra songs, 3 extra songs, say it's a deluxe, resell it, and then go about their business. So love or hate Doja. I do appreciate her dedication to the art, her dedication to the music, her dedication to the actual expression, and giving her fans more material to live with, rather than just repackaging and repurposing the same old shit. So we'll see if she does that. All right. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an industry insider. All right. So much better here than on the outside. So make sure you do that. And I will see y'all on the next one. Much love and respect. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more to survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross I'm out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.